Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as China. At the end of the previous episode I said that I would play off camera a little bit, but I played like half a turn. All I had to do was send our army to its new position around Medina, so that we are ready for the attack on Mecca, Damascus, Beshbalak and Karakorum. That's probably all we want to take during the second war. And, well, our navy will take care of these cities that I just want to raise. That's one thing. Also, these units are moving into position somewhere in this area. That's one thing. Then I ended the turn, and the first thing that happened, Arabia declared war on Mongolia. So, Mongolia really doesn't have a chance now. I just hope that no one vassalizes them. If they do, then, well, it will be very annoying, but there is not much we can do about it now, so we'll just watch what happens, and we can adjust our strategy if the situation forces us into it. Hopefully, they'll just take some cities, maybe take... It would be even better if they took all cities rather than vassalizing Mongolia, but as I said, we'll see. Also, we got a great scientist who is now heading to our capital, and I think that's all. Oh, and I upgraded a few units, like 4 or 5, but nothing important, just garrison units. I wanted to have Gatling guns instead of musketmen. I think that's all, and we can end the turn. We are like 7% away from World's Fair, so hopefully we finish that on this turn. I'll just move these ships. Oh, and I think I repositioned some of our ships as well. Okay, now we can end the turn. Defensive pact. Nope. We also get a great musician in one turn, but I'm not sure that we have any slots for great works of music. Well, we'll find out soon. Okay. 45, 45. These are the upgraded units. Oh, and I accidentally started the farm here. I've just misclicked. I, of course, want to mine there. 45. You are done with the village. Oh. Well, actually, let's build a mine here. And we'll move the village to the tile that's next to this hill to the east. That makes more sense. Okay, more people. What does it look like with food? It seems to be fine for now, and you don't really have a choice. Or maybe... How does it look like it happens? Poverty is a bit of a problem. I guess the market should help. And Amsterdam... do we still have tiles? We do. Think about working the specialist slots. We'll get the mine, there will be some extra production. I think they're fine. Declaration of friendship with Zulus. They should come back to us, so I don't have to worry about that. And we could use some workers here. Problem is I can't buy them. I would have to annex these cities. Oh, and another thing. Our happiness... or problem with the happiness is solved. We only have 7 war weariness now, so when we ended the war, it dropped very quickly. Thinking if I should annex these cities or not. I'd really like to repair these tiles. I want to return New Sarai to Mongolia, or that was the plan. But now it's quite possible that Mongolia won't exist by the time I decide to return the city. But if I annexed anything, it's gonna... Oh, even this city is horrible. Come on. Why is it so useless? Well, I guess we'll just let them be. Yeah, whatever. It's not that much happiness from those pillage tiles. You'll fortify, and here we want to improve that stone. You can move a little bit closer, but we still can't see anything, so I'll just stay here. Now, the musician. Oh, we do have room. Good. And let's try to reorganize everything. One extra tourism. Oh, come on. The World's War is 100% complete. And it has to be like 99.5. Well, let's send the scientist, and we'll pop him immediately, but we'll probably get more science than what we need to finish penicillin. So what do we want to queue up next? We really should unlock oil now. And after oil, think about going for combined arms to get tanks. Oh well, we can decide that later. Yeah, and if I was paying attention, I'd have popped the grain scientist and then use the great musician after him. Well, that was a mistake, but whatever. There we are. Atomic era, penicillin. So we now have access to submarines and medical labs. 30% of the food carried over. Scientists, merchants, engineer, produce science. Reduces poverty. But the maintenance is crazy. Also, how much production do we need? 7,500. Holy moly. It's like a wonder almost. Okay, what did we get? Do we have room for these units? We do. Cover. This is actually quite useful. We can send all these units to Amsterdam. Siege and even more siege. Let's go for accuracy. And what about the Zeppelins? Okay, we lost 18 tradition, or how it's called. Holy crap. I expected 14. But okay. We should be able to rebuild that in the next war. And also our archaeologists should help. And we have a new spy. And I'll move him to our city with greatest potential. We really can't steal any tax anywhere. And the most annoying things that can happen is if someone tries to sabotage like our great people or production. So that's why I'm using spies defensively. Now, can we get some upgrades? 1, 2, 3. The field gun can start moving. You can start moving, and here we need more upgrades. Okay, when they arrive at the city, I'll reorganize everything properly. Good. Next. And here's the great prophet. He finally arrived to Carthage. What are we working on in the capital? I should probably switch. And get the production. Oh, wait. Let me check our ideology. We get 3 airports. And do we get anything else? I don't want to build buildings that we can get from tenants, so I'm just double checking, make sure I'm not wasting production. No, so we can get only airports. Well, only airports, it's still pretty crazy. And how much production do we need? 28. I'm thinking maybe we should prioritize the research lab. Or now let's get the Eiffel Tower, and then we can get the remaining buildings here. Stock exchange as well. And then hospital. Okay, now we can spread the religion. How much did we get? Almost 3,000. Well, not bad. That was 11 turns. So that is decent. 45. And you have to keep moving. Nope. And yes, we want to work together. We have to stay friendly with all our vassals. What? Who returned the city to Korea, and where is it? Here. Okay, we'll get back to that quickly. Now we have the Crystal Palace. So, another golden age. So we have 58 more turns to production to science for all factories and owned cities. I didn't see how much science we got exactly, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy. Yeah, he invested 10 times more than Pachacuti. But whatever, I just wanted to have this out of the way as soon as possible. We got the culture increase and a free tenant. Good. World Congress expands infrastructure. Okay. Now, There's our military science. Anything we really care about? Brandenburg Gate. Nope. Military Academy. Don't really care. And I'm not a big fan of cavalry. Okay, delegates. Choose host. That should be easy. Poverty is not that bad, so we'll just work another hill, but we could use more workers. As unbelievable as that may sound. Okay, let's buy one here. We have the money, so... Okay, some more food and more ships. Let's send this one here. I'm already preparing for the war with Pachacute. I want to have vision around my cities. What are we working on? Nothing. Okay. Let's just buy a tile. Now when we have the money, why not? And the free policy. Or tenet in this case. What do we want to get? We could reduce the unit maintenance. It'd probably be quite a lot of money. We have how many? 120 units. Our third alternative is not bad. We could use more coal. Now let's go for coal. We are still making almost 3,000 per turn, so this is just an overkill. But we have 0 coal right now. There we go, that's much better. And this gives us strategic monopoly. We even get global monopoly on iron. I will have to check these monopolies because you don't get global monopoly on strategic resources every time. Global is +3 production from resource tiles. Strategic on everything else. So what is strategic on horses? Combat strength when attacking. Nice. Coal, strategic. That's the navy movement. And where is the closest aluminum? Here. Units gain 5 hit points when healing. Okay. Well, that's quite useful because we'll spend most of the time fighting. So very useful. Okay, buildings. How much money do we have? 14,000. Trying to find the submarine. We can build submarines without seaports. We just can't buy them. But just don't have the production. 63 turns. That's quite long. How expensive are they? 3,000? Yeah, so we can either buy them for the amount of gold that we get every turn, or we spend 63 turns building it. There is something wrong with this. Either they should be more expensive or faster to build. Let's work on factory. We need some more production in these island cities. You could use a train station. Same here. Now when we have the coal, let's build all the train station and factories. Probably a museum. More train stations. Here we don't have a factory, so let's start it there. Okay. $45, $45. And what about the great profit? Which cities do we want to keep? Probably raise Muscat at some point. Not yet, but eventually. Panormus also is not that great. We definitely want to keep Medina. So let's go there. You want to buy a city from me? I don't think so. I'm just surprised that he is trying it. No. Maybe later. And you want coal? Well, I barely have enough for myself. What's this musketman doing here? We need Upgrade. Another upgrade. 45. And let's start repairing all these pillaged tiles. Rebel robbed treasury. That's not too bad. We can survive 1200, but I'll definitely... Oh, I can't tell them to stop spying on us. What the hell? Okay, whatever. As long as they're trying to steal money and can steal only like 1,000 or 2,000, I don't really care. What are you working on? Caravan. After that, we'll need archaeologists. Still quite a few. Which means you won't be getting any specialist slots. How fast are we growing? Quite slow. I think I'll just buy a sea tile. And work that rather than this village without food. So here we are not growing that fast, but it's because we lost 18 food when we entered Aramic era. That's also big part of the problem why we are not growing as fast as we are used to. How long? 10 turns for the great engineer. Good. China remains host. Fine. And who made peace? They're still at war. Okay, so Pachakuti is no longer at war with Mongolia. Let me see. I just want to make sure they're not their vassal. No, they're not. And, well, this gives Mongolia a chance to survive. They may lose some cities here. I'm not even sure that Arabia now has enough land units to actually take some Mongolian cities. But they won't be able to get south, so I don't think that Arabia now can vassalize Mongolia. So that's perfect. Yeah, that works. There is the train station. What else do we want? Let's get a garden. And next. Okay, now I have to reorganize everything around here. I probably sent too many units. Don't have enough tiles for them. You will go on the hill and he'll go here. Nope. Okay, not the best tile, but don't have a choice. These are some pretty good farms. I think we should work those. We have more jungles somewhere. Nope. For food. We'll do some production. But we'll grow faster, so I think it's worth it. And now the caravan. Here we want to send production to our capital. Yep. Fortify. And what is this? Spices to Korea. You want spices back. Well, you do, but you are not willing to pay for it. Though I could just give him, I don't know, theology. Well, even if I give him attack, he's not really willing to pay much. Okay, go away then. Next. Yeah, you can build a village. Here we need repairs. And what is this? You really should be inside the city. Okay, good. What about this musketman? You can just replace the Fusilier as the garrison. And I think... Let's go back here. I sent... Actually, I didn't send enough units, or... No, I did send exactly the right amount of units. These two Fusiliers will be here as a front line, and the last one will be here. So that's perfect. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we can end the turn. I'd like to get another tenet in this episode, so that's how long we'll play today. Fortify. And before I forget again, for like the third time, let's start buying those submarines. Here. This is probably the only city where we can buy them, so it will take a while. Fortify. And what do we want to give them? I think just Wolfpack. Because all the wars will be offensive, so yeah. Where do you want to send them? First, I'll probably start stacking them up here, and when we have enough, I'll send them south and create like a line around Incan cities and make sure that his navy is locked in this area around his coast and that they can't cause trouble somewhere else. He already has some ships, even escorting settlers, but, well, can't do much about it now. What we could do is try to kill the barbarian ship. What are we working on here? Because I'd like to get one more seaport. Let's lock the mine for now. Okay, next. Where did the Zeppelin come from? You know what? You can just move south. And there's global monopoly on coal. What's the global monopoly? +3 gold from resource tiles. Well, nothing important. Okay, these global monopolies on strategic resources are quite disappointing. Well, that's unexpected. What the hell? Okay. Why would he do that? Because he don't have any defenses around Amsterdam? I think this is the second caravan that I built to send production to the capital. Fortify. Actually, no. You move there. We are missing one Fusilier. Okay, whatever, it's fine. We can get the vision from the Zeppelin. I have to say that I really like this war, because we are very close to his capital, and now we can just take it. No one will complain about it too much. What I have to do though is to buy one unit in Amsterdam. Which one can we buy? We can't buy anything. No, there has to be something. Yeah, we can buy mercs. Looks good. One-shotting everything they can send to us. How much money do we have? Still around 10,000. But even if we pay for the seaport, it would still take too long. Now let's just build... Let's just build a windmill. Research lab. Probably opera house. And another opera house. But what are we doing in Gangju? After we are done with the train station, I want like 5 more archaeologists. Okay, and one more turn. Let's keep an eye on Amsterdam, just in case. Oh, and we have this Gatling who should be fast enough to get into the defensive position. Good. So the plan for the next episode will be get Seoul. Unimproved tiles. You can probably buy a tile. Yeah. Fortify everyone. And I have no idea why we can't work these 2 tiles. 3 tiles. But when we get rid of these ships, it should be fine again. I think we'll move the ironclad there. And the rest of Korean ships should be destroyed by Carthage. I'm just checking if there are some random ships who could destroy our land units, but I don't think so. Well, this could be a bit of a problem. You'll lose this worker and I can't do anything about it. I'll just do a little bit of damage. Even if I buy a ship, well, I can't do it. Okay, whatever, it happens. Oh, they're willing to sell wine. No, not 4 gold. 4 gold per turn. Yeah, I'll take that. And now finally, the tenant. Militarians gain 50% more experience from combat. That's not bad. think that's what we go for. Internal trade rounds 10 gold. City connections, process reproduction. Yeah, definitely elite forces. 50% more experience is really a lot. Yep. But what we want to get to as soon as possible are those free airports. And the last thing, before I forget again, will be another submarine. Okay, that'll be all for this episode. So as usual, I hope that you liked it. I hope that you can join me for the next one again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.